you can tell from that 8-bit rendition of the Cantina theme, we are doing a Star Wars themed podcast in honor of May the 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes, so I'm joined once again in this podcast by the great Quinspear.
Would you like to be eating Easter chocolates?
Yeah, I think so.
Screw it.
Okay, so, with his great intro, well, he and I are both Star Wars fans. Huge Star Wars fans.
Oh, I've been a Star Wars fan since I was 3 years old. So I had books. I played the video games. I owned all the old trilogy. And of course,
that's music from Super Mario, I think, in the background.
That's the great thing about 8-bit. At some point it starts to sound Mario.
Okay, that is still the Cantina. So we're both great Star Wars fans, and the reason we decided to make this a podcast is so it will be long. Just
because we're covering the entire franchise. We're not, and at the end of it, we're going to be discussing the new movie.
Yeah. So this is going to be a 7-part video thing, and it's going to be long. So feel free to strap in or not. Okay. So anyway,
should I discuss the fact we like our Christmas special? We decided to do a flip a coin and who gets which trilogy. I, thank goodness, got the old trilogy, and I
got the prequels.
Yes.
Jamie.
Baboko.
Kamen Rider Fire.
Whatever. I call him Baboko because that's his YouTube name.
Anyway, so, disclaimers. We're going to be ranting about one of the greatest sagas ever.
Yes. Now, unfortunately, we know that the original trilogy came first, but because it's episode 1 to 6...
Yeah, we're going to do
We're doing the prequels first, and then the original trilogy, even though I'd love to start first because I like talking first.
Yeah. So anyway... We love Star Wars, you know. I'm currently watching the Clone Wars cartoon thing on Netflix. Star Wars is a huge part of my life. So no matter what complaints I make with any of these films anywhere, Star Wars is awesome. Yes. So don't take it as personal offense.
No,
okay.
If you hear me typing, that's me trying to write my bullet points, because this is a little late.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start off on episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Okay, so, from my personal perspective, this is a movie which I don't understand all the hate against. I really don't. It is definitely not the best StarArs movie.
It's alright, coughing.
Hey, Quinspear, I thought we were gonna do where, I do my thoughts, then you do yours.
I'm just answering your question, that's all.
Don't answer any questions until the end.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go over the plots of these things. You know the plots if you're watching this. Okay, so I'm just gonna go...
13 years too late.
What?
I said if they don't, they're 13 years too late.
Yeah, really. So, the things I don't understand why people hate so much. A lot of people say it's a pretty boring movie. I don't see that whatsoever. I just don't. I mean, the only part that is semi-boring is when Qui-Gon Jinn is talking to Anakin's mother. I think her name is Shmi. I always think of the Disney pirate.
Shmi.
Yeah. That's the only really boring part. To me, it's just like, didn't need to be there. A lot of people bitch about the Midichlorians. They never mention them again, so I don't know why it's such a big deal that people bitch about. I'm so glad for the Blu-ray editions. They replaced the creepy Yoda puppet they had for episode 1 with a CG one. Now, I'm not against, the Yoda puppet in episode, 5.
Yoda Muppet.
Yeah, Yoda Muppet.
Like a Muppet.
I have no problem with Yoda puppet, whatever.
Yoda Muppet.
But the one in The Phantom Menace creeped me the heck out. No, like, seriously, when I was a kid, when I was 5, I don't even remember, that freaking puppet gave me nightmares.
So you're nice in your sleep, I will.
Yeah, it was creepy. Okay, so, let's talk about Jar Jar. Okay, yes.
Do we have to?
Yes!
Okay.
Quite speed. Yes, at some points in The Phantom Menace, Jar Jar can be ball-cravingly annoying. But, tell you the truth, there are also points in the original trilogy where C-3PO can be the exact same way.
Don't you be dissing on the Brits.
No. Anthony Daniels, awesome. But C-3PO can definitely get on my nerves just as much as Jar Jar Binks.
But you can never hate R2, because he's so adorable.
No, nobody can hate R2.
Did you ever get the interactive R2D2 that they? I had a friend who had one of those.
No, I didn't. But I had this like interactive Yoda thing.
Oh, that's cool.
And when you touched, you touched like his lower belly.
When you
or
touch
something.
Yoda in his.
No, wait. But when you touched his lower belly thing.
Okay, and
I mean, it was kind of like a button thing, but it said, "Size matters not. Judge me by my size, do you?" And I'm like, "Ooh, no, Yoda, you're perfectly big enough."
And it got awkward real fast.
Yeah. Okay, so back on to The Phantom Menace. I'm sorry, I love the fight between Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul.
Oh yeah, totally. One of my friends had the double-sided.
Yeah, the lightsaber.
That was like the coolest thing ever. Like it just blew our minds. Like the moment we saw, like they can do that.
Yeah, like, damn. And like, okay, now
my head blew up like a Death Star. Like literally, I'm like.
Now I have a question here.
Yeah.
Why do people hate Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn?
I think what they were expecting
Qui-Gon Jinn is awesome.
Well, yeah, he was. But the thing was, Qui-Gon Jinn was never mentioned. Canon-wise, in the original trilogy, it's known that Obi-Wan was trained by Yoda, who actually, but Qui-Gon Jinn was taught by and so like everyone was expecting Yoda, like a Yoda, to be teaching a young Obi-Wan, and because Obi-Wan, we know him to be wise and stuff. We weren't expecting a kind of I don't think so, like contradicting Obi-Wan, and so like it was just wasn't what we were expecting. That's all.
Yeah, but like Liam Neeson is awesome.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying some of the general complaints I've heard about this movie.
Oh, Liam Neeson's a god. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Liam Neeson, awesome.
I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know where I am, but I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kill you.
Yep. I don't... My biggest problem with Episode 1 is really, I hate the Trade Federation. I hate them.
The Japanese aliens?
Yeah.
We do not believe in a republic.
Yeah. But like...
We have a terrible animation in our head, sir.
But like, people complain about Jake Lloyd. He's fine. He's a child actor. I don't think I've seen anything where I'm like, my favorite actors were the kids.
I never hated the kid. I hated his older self.
We'll get into him later. Hold on. This is just The Phantom Menace.
Alright.
And so, now, there's one final complaint that I unfortunately share with everyone else. Unfortunately.
Which is?
The pod race scene.
Oh, I used to own the pod racing games.
I'm like... Because the thing is, with everything, with the pod race, after it's over, no one ever mentions it.
Again.
Like Anakin is not like, yay, I won after, 12 years of being a slave or whatever.
It just goes to like, why can't my mom come with me?
Yeah! Seriously? I mean, you couldn't even have Qui-Gon or Obi-Wan be like, that was quite impressive.
Yeah.
You have a talented future
It's
as
like,
a star
the fun
pilot.
thing is, like, I was like, I knew he could do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just
just
like,
like-
I knew it. I knew it.
It's just like, here, racist Arabic stereotype, Watto, take our money. Woo!
What I don't understand is, he's a fucking sorry for the language, but he's a Jedi. He has a lightsaber. I don't think that, and by the way, Watto. Is a coward, so I think if he had a lightsaber at his throat...
Yeah, it's like, okay, you can have hyperdrive.
You can also have woman. I don't care. Just don't get me.
Yeah, I mean, now, this is going to be a mini rant here on the episode 1 video game. I hated that part where you had to go around and talk to everybody and do everybody favors to get Anakin in the pod race. I'm like, it's like I want to fight people with my lightsaber. I don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, maybe we could convince Watto if you get me some fish from Old Man Jim.
There's more talking in that video game than there is in Knights of the Old Republic.
I know.
I swear to God, it feels like that at the times. And I owned the Knights of the Old Republic. I played it all the way through.
It's awesome.
It's one of the greatest games ever. But like the Star Wars games ever. But I'm saying there's a lot more talking in there. There's a lot more talking in the movie than there is.
Yeah.
It all builds, which actually, I know, like, it feels like everyone gets annoyed, like, by the Senate scene. Like, the fact, like, just this whole giant Senate. I'm honest, I think the whole Senate looks awesome. I wish our politics looked like that. But the talking ruins it. I just feel like there should be, like, some sort of battle inside, which is why I like the third movie, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah.
But I like the Senate scene, but I like that the payoff is the big pardon the expression, three-way lightsaber fight.
Yeah. And I love that music.
Well, John Williams delivers so well. Duel of the Fates is the name of the
yeah, I know the name of the song, but I just love that music.
Come on the come.
Yeah, well, the thing is, here's another mini rant. Here's another mini rant for you guys. In Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Darth Maul is somehow brought back. I have not seen that episode or series of episodes.
It's the movie, and it's not that he's brought back, is that half of him is still alive, and that his body was found, it was repaired.
Okay, because when I saw the trailers for Darth Maul's return in that show, I was like,
he'd be dead.
Yeah, I'm like,
for two reasons. One, he got sliced in half.
I know.
His guts should be falling out.
I know, you saw blood and everything. And it's like, if there's one...
That was a long ass
drop.
Fall.
Yeah.
No Jedi could ever, not even a Sith, could survive a fall like that.
I know, without half of his body. I'm like, when I saw the trailer for that...
Without dying with a head wound.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer for that, I'm like, how? I mean, I just went visibly, like, how? If there's one guy in the entire Star Wars universe that is dead, it should be Darth Maul.
Well, him and Grievous.
Yeah.
He burned alive.
Yeah. Okay, so, Quinsby, I know you've been kind of bringing your some of your thoughts in, but anything you want to say?
Well, I want to say I have a double perspective. I grew up with this movie as a kid. I excitedly got it for the first time on VCR because I never went to the movies to see it. I first got it on VCR. I sat with my mom. We got some popcorn. We were excited for it. I think halfway in, as a kid. I mean, this isn't a movie for kids, I'd say. I mean, that's the sad part. It's not the same as the original trilogy. I mean, like, it loses the feel because, one, there's a lot of politics in it, and I don't know about you, but politics doesn't appeal to a kid. You know,
Well, okay, well, the as some of you may or may not know about me, I want to make movies.
oh yeah,
I want to be a director. I want to, do that.
I want to star, and I want to star in them. So that's why we're a great duo.
Now, I went to see episode 1 with my cousin when I was like 4. I don't even remember how. I was little. I was a little kid. That movie changed me. Like, it made me want to go make movies.
Mine was Jurassic Park.
So, if I have any movie to thank for my love of movies, movie making, and everything, it would be episode 1. Even though episode 1 is, low on my list of favorite movies.
And what I don't understand is, if you ever watch Red Letter Media, he does explain a lot of the flaws in the movie, but it's kind of hard to have that same feel. Like when you have the graphics that you have and the cast that you get, it's kind of hard when you're George Lucas to lose yourself into that. I mean, people like hate him for advertising and profiteering. I was mad at first for that, but I realized then that's the smartest thing you've ever done.
Yeah.
That's the smartest thing you've ever done. You have a big franchise, and the best thing you could do with that, money. You know, that's that's the best thing you could ever do with a franchise like that. Given that, you probably should have made a better movie, but
but it's not the worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, I've seen that movie I don't even know how many times in my life.
I will and people say, oh, it's so stupid, like the Jar Jar jokes. I don't know about you, but I always laugh when he gets zapped in the pod race.
Yeah, and I mean, Jar Jar can be annoying, but he's the comic relief. It's like...
That's exactly what they're meant for. Now, does he bring... Like, one of my favorite lines from Leather Media is that he does bring blacks back 50 years. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. I will agree with that.
Yes, but it's not like he's a... I mean, he's not a slave. He chooses he chooses to be at their side. He doesn't say, "Oh, I am obliged to be your slave forever." He doesn't say like
well,
no. Well, yes, but it's not. He doesn't say slave. He's choosing.
Yeah. Well, and then he does get a place in the Senate.
Yeah. Which is great for a Gungan.
Yeah. But you know what? If I had to, and I'm going to rate
we're going to do
Phantom Menace.
100 midichlorians for each of the prequels.
Yeah. Okay. I give it 65 midichlorians.
Because it's a
good movie.
It was a good start, but I think I have a lot to say about
it. I've come to like it a lot more as I've grown up.
This movie, but compared to the other two movies, it's the middle for me. The best of the three is the third one.
Yes.
And the second best is the first one, and of course the crappiest one is the second one.
I did not know Quincy's feelings on these movies, but actually I think we're gonna have a lot to talk about since we're pretty much agreed.
So I'd say 70.
Okay, you'd say 70?
70 midichlorians, because I still love, because of the battle, the payoff. My mind blew up like a Death Star when that final fight sequence, and I do like. I know this sounds cliche, but I do like the flight sequence at the end, just the flying through space.
That's a good trick.
Yeah. I love that. It's so stupidly funny. So and I love the final fight sequence, and it's so dramatic at the end. Like, it really, Qui-Gon's death actually did hit home for me.
I know, me too.
So it's
the thing I like about Qui-Gon's death versus Obi-Wan Kenobi's, they have a body. They burn the body.
Yeah. And the music too that went along with his death.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, Samuel L. Jackson as a Jedi? Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
Yeah.
The fourth mother.
Yeah, but I don't understand the hate with the prequels. They're not great.
I understand the hate with the second one.
Well, the second one, I can understand the hate with that one.
But the third is actually pretty cool.
The third is awesome.
I own it and I love it.
But the thing I don't understand.
I will say the hottest. There are two because they introduced two of the hottest Jedi that I've ever seen, and it's the blue chick and Shock T. I don't know what it is. I like Shock T.
But since this is the one that everyone seems to call the stereotypical bad movie.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if people...
I think it's the politics and stuff that kind of pulls it away from
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting when you look at it as an adult, but people look at it as a kid compared to the original trilogy. And yeah, of course it's not like that. But I mean, you have to understand, there was a Jedi Council at some point, and that a council implies politics.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is...
And it doesn't. It's not really as political as it sounds. They kind of just...
They just bring it up and...
Yeah, there's a court scene and everything, but they're just it's just basically a power struggle. It's not really about like, who gets to pay the taxes this year? I was
I mean, if it was that boring, then I could see where people are coming from. But I like it. I think it's interesting, and at least for me, I view the prequels and Star Wars as one, or the original trilogy and the new trilogy.
As one entity?
Yeah.
That's a lot of people would disagree with you, but I have to say I do agree. And I think there's one thing that pulls them away from it, and that's Anakin. But we'll discuss that in a second.
Yeah, but like the thing is, I view episodes 1, 2, and 3 as one story.
Yeah.
So
he
you see the
George
the golden years of the Republic, and then as you get to episode 3, then things start to fall apart and give way to the Empire.
Or for the Force Unleashed, which gives way to the original trilogy.
Yep.
And I like that game, but I like the storyline.
Yeah.
The gameplay sucks, but
not on the Wii and PS2.
Not on the Wii. Not on the Wii and PS3. Xbox sucks, but I thought the Wii was the most intensive, like just the feeling of the Force. Like I felt.
Anyway, we're getting off topic.
I felt like a god.
Anyway, we're getting off topic.
You can't handle my lightning.
Anyway, we're getting off topic. Just in case you guys missed it, I'm gonna change my rating. 70 metachlorians as well. And Quen's Speed was 70, so that's our kind of rant on episode 1. See you guys for Attack of the Clones.